स्वप्निल, लगता है सब सुबह से टेक्निकल सेशन और ज्ञान पा के थक गए हैं।
हाँ यार, हम सीए स्टूडेंट की लाइफ ही कुछ ऐसी होती है। सुबह सुबह क्लासेस,
फिर आर्टिकल शिफ्ट करो
और वहाँ सीनियर की दादागिरी,
एंड बॉस की डांट।
लगता है प्रेस्टीज पॉइंट के चक्कर काटते काटते जीवन का दी एंड हो गया है।
अरे स्वप्निल, ऐसा नहीं है मेरे दोस्त। जब भी लगे कि लाइफ का दी एंड हो गया है, वो एंड नहीं है बेटा, वो तो सिर्फ लाइफ का एक बेंड है।
और ये महान लाइंस किसने कही है?
भक्ति बाबा दास ने। एंड माई सेल्फ भक्ति तन्ना।
And I am Swapnil Jain.
And we welcome each one of you for the special session of the Pune Convention for the CA students.
A very good evening to all the dignitaries on and off the dais and all the future chartered accountants present here.
We have CA S.T. Mundara sir, a dedicated and a dynamic personality, secretary of the Pune branch on the dais. And CA Sanjay Pawar Agrawal sir. Sanjay Agrawal Pawar sir, chairman of the Pune branch.
Aha! Now the dais looks star-studded.
Truly Swapnil.
Now, take up one idea, make that idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success.
Truly said Swapnil.
Oi, these are not my words. These thoughts are of a great personality, Swami Vivekanand.
Whoa, what a coincidence! Today's speaker is also a person who has a personified thoughts on this great saint.
Really? Who?
Who else than our very magnificent and enhancing personality, CA VL Jain sir. Swapnil, I request you to please introduce our esteemed speaker of the session.
Our guest speaker for today's technical session is Dr. Vardhaman L. Jain. He is an associate member of Institute. He has done his BCom, LLB and PhD from Pune University. He is a senior partner in VL Jain and Company Chartered Accountants, Pune. He specializes in appellate practice before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. He has a close association with Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He has been a member of Managing Committee of Pune branch from the year 1988 to 2000 and its chairman in the year 1989-1990. He's been a member of Regional Council for 3 terms from 1992 to 2000 and its vice chairman in 1997. He has served on all important standing and non-standing committees of Regional Council. He was a co-opted member of Professional Development Committee of the Central Council. He has association with other bodies as well. He has served as a member of Managing Committee of Pune Chartered Accountants Society and chairman of its Professional Development Committee. He is a trustee and treasurer of Janaseva Foundation Pune, an NGO which is engaged in operating old age homes, destitute rehabilitation center and nursing homes. He is also an esteemed author. He has authored a book titled Estimated Income Scheme for Contractors and Analysis, which is published by Pune City Study Circle of WIRC of ICI. He has co-authored a publication entitled Voluntary Disclosure of Income Scheme and Insight. He is a regular columnist for Times of India, Pune. Also, he has contributed to various seminars and conferences. His other achievements include he was awarded silver medal at the All India CA Student Conference held at Calcutta in the year 1980. He was awarded, during his regime, Pune branch was awarded Best Branch of the Country by ICI. He has been awarded Outstanding Young Personality Award by Saras JC's Pune. He has also been awarded the Professional Excellence Award by the Top Management Consortium in March 2010.
Whoa, what an indeed personality! I just cannot wait to hear him. So, everyone is on the edge of their seats. Please entitle your wisdom. Welcome, sir. Please give her a clap of hands.
Can I hear you? नमस्कार मित्रों, पहले भाई बहन कह लिया, अब दोस्त भी कह दिया, हरकत नहीं है ना? ओके, इस पेंडॉल में आते हुए स्वामी विवेकानंद जी का तस्वीर देखी वहाँ पर, and for the first time I was delighted that in a technical session where chartered accountants and students normally deal with technical subjects, we have a session specially devoted to Swami Vivekanand. what is the occasion that we have to deal with Swami Vivekananda in a session like this? It was about 150 years ago in 1863, 12th of January, that this great saint of India was born. We are in the 150th year, and it is time about that we rededicate ourselves to the cause of what Swami Vivekananda lived for. With that in mind, the Pune branch thought it appropriate that we have a session on this great personality of India. अब स्वामी विवेकानंद को सुनने में आपको कितना आनंद आएगा, कहाँ पर आप उसका रस लूटेंगे, कहाँ पर क्या चीज़ घर ले जाएंगे, ये तो देखने की बात है। समय काफ़ी हो चुका है, आप सुबह 9 बजे से आए हुए हैं और शेड्यूल के मुताबिक आपने 6 बजे घर जाना है, which would mean that I have just about 45 minutes to speak about this great personality. वैसे शुरू करने से पहले मैंने ब्रांच के चेयरमैन से और मुंद्रा जी जो काउंसिल मेंबर है उनसे सलाह मशवरा किया कि मैंने कितनी देर बोलना है, तो उन्होंने भी अपने बड़े अंदाज में, मीठे अंदाज में बोला कि सर आपको जितना देर बोलना है बोलिए, हमारे बच्चे 6 बजे निकल जाएंगे। तालियों में वक्त बिताने में फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि अपने पास समय कम है और तालियां अगर चली गई ज्यादा देर तो उनके विचार सुनने का मौका कम मिलेगा। स्वामी विवेकानंद ही क्यों? In 39 years of living, just 39, how many of you are already 18, 19, 20 and 21? All of us? All of us? Yes. That means half our life is gone if we measure it with Swami Vivekananda's. और हम कहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं ये अगर पूछेंगे तो अपने आप में झांक कर देखिए हम कहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। स्वामी विवेकानंद ने 39 इयर्स की महज उम्र में एक आइकॉनिक पर्सनैलिटी बनने का योगदान इस देश को दिया। Born in 1863, died in 1902, lived till 1893 as an unknown. For 6 years as a recluse, moved across India as a saint, seeing India firsthand, knowing what India meant, seeing the population of India strive. And there he was in 1893, invited to the United States for the World Parliament of Religions in 1893, when they looked down upon him, saying that ये रंग वाला इंसान क्या बोलेगा, और जहाँ कर उसने शुरू किया at that age, at 30, when he started off by saying, भाइयों और बहनों, brothers and sisters of America, there was a hush-hush silence for a minute. And then the crowd broke off, and that marked the beginning of a giant personality who rode the world scene for the next 9 years. From 1893 to 1902. 9 years, out of which 5 years he was living in Europe, US and London, and 4 years in India. But between those 9 years, what has he achieved? The complete works of Swami Vivekananda talk of 5,000 pages and 9 volumes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? 5,000 pages and 9 volumes is the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. If that is the magnitude of the work that he has undertaken, if that is the writing, colossal that it is, I would suggest that each one of you spend some time. You have various thoughts written across here. You have various thoughts written on either side of the stage. Imbibe one thought, and I am speaking to those few in this audience who can imbibe that one thought, make it their life. Like the predecessor just said, they take up one idea, make it your life. Eat, drink, breathe, live that dream. Let your entire body, muscles, nerves, everywhere, let that dream move in. And you will see that dream come alive, dream being realized, success being achieved. Those are the few people I would love to speak to today. And for the rest, I am sure by the end of this session at least, they would have also decided that they would like to live one dream, one idea that they can make their life. When it is talked of Swami Vivekananda, क्यों आइकॉनिक बनाना है उनको? कहते हैं रावण ने सीता का अपहरण किया और लंका ले गए। जानते हैं आप सब? जानते या नहीं जानते? 4 लोग ही जानते हैं? जानते हैं. That's right. I would love that you interact. I know the earlier sessions must have been technical, where somebody spoke, you listen. But here I would want an interaction. When I ask you questions, I would want that you are alive and kicking. Is that a deal? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so this man, not this man, Ravan, सीता को उठा ले गए, अपनी साथ ले गए, लंका ले गए। लंका ले गए, अपने उद्यान में रखा। और रावण भी, क्योंकि प्रिंसिपल वाले इंसान थे, सिद्धांत वाले राजा थे, उन्होंने कहा कि जब तक सीता अपनी मर्जी से हाँ नहीं बोलती तब तक मैं अपने साथ इसको नहीं रखूंगा। और रावण ने उस चक्कर में रोज आए दिन प्रयत्न किए कि सीता को अपने वश में कर ले। सीता से मिन्नतें की और सीता को कहा कि मेरी हो जाओ, पर सीता सीता थी, होने से रही। और हार कर, दुखी होकर रावण अपने महल में लौटता, अपने कक्ष में लौटता, तो रानी मंडोदरी जानते हैं आप? रानी मंडोदरी देखती कि एक प्रबल बलवान राजा दुखी होकर कक्ष में लौट रहा है, तो उससे वो दुख देखा नहीं गया। पहले तो रानी मंडोदरी नाराज थी कि ये क्या कर लिया तुमने, पर आफ्टर सम टाइम रानी मंडोदरी रियलाइज्ड कि रावण अपने जिद पर अटल है, चाहते हैं कि ये सीता मेरी हो जाए। और जब हताश होकर ये लौटते तो रानी मंडोदरी से देखा नहीं गया। रानी मंडोदरी ने एक दिन रावण से पूछा कि आप तो शक्तिशाली हो, आपको वो शक्ति प्रदान की गई है कि आप किसी का भी वेश धारण कर सकते हो। रावण ने कहा बिल्कुल सही बात है, मैं किसी का भी वेश धारण कर सकता हूं, ये शक्ति मुझे दी गई है। तो आप क्यों नहीं एक काम करते, मैं आपको सुझाव देती हूं। तो बोले बोलिए। तो बोले सुझाव दोगे तो आप उस पर अमल करोगे? तो बोले बिल्कुल करूंगा। तो बोले ऐसे करो, आप राम का वेश धारण कर लो और सीता के पास पहुंच जाओ और सीता से कह दो कि अब मेरी हो जाए। तो सीता राम को देखेंगी और हो ही जाएगी। रावण ने यह बात सुनी रानी मंडोदरी के जुबान से, और एक बार तो अचरज में पड़ गया कि रानी मंडोदरी भी मेरा दुख देखा नहीं जाता, और कहा है कि संभाल लो। तो बोले रावण चुप रहे। उसके बाद रानी मंडोदरी ने पूछा कि क्या बात है, आपको सुझाव पसंद नहीं आया? रावण ने कहा कि रानी मंडोदरी, तुम्हें क्या लगता है, मैं इतने दिन से प्रयत्न कर रहा हूं, मुझे मालूम है मैं हताश लौट रहा हूं, तुम्हें लगता है कि मैंने ये प्रयत्न नहीं किया होगा? रानी मंडोदरी को रावण पूछते हैं कि तुमको लगता है कि यह शक्ति जो मेरे में है उसका उपयोग मैंने नहीं किया होगा? रानी मंडोदरी ने कहा मुझे लगा ऐसे। तो बोले ये तुम्हारी गलतफहमी है, मैंने तो ये प्रयत्न पहले भी किया। तो रानी मंडोदरी अचरज में पड़ गई, बोली क्या बात है, इतना करने के बाद, आपने राम का रूप धारण करने के बाद भी सीता आपके वश में नहीं हुई? तो बोले नहीं हुई। तो बोले नहीं, वश में होने का तो बात ही नहीं आया। जब जब मैंने राम का रूप धारण किया तब मेरे में मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम जाग गया और मैं सीता के पास जाकर ये बोल भी नहीं सका। मित्रों, ऐसे व्यक्ति को आइकॉन बनाओ अपना कि उसका रूप, उसके गुण अगर आप धारण कर लो तो पूरे के पूरे आप एक रूप हो जाओ। आज अगर स्वामी विवेकानंद के विचारों को आप सुनने के लिए यहां बैठे हैं, इतने बड़े दिन के बाद, इतने बड़े देर सुबह से बैठे हुए बावजूद उसके आप यहां पर बैठे हैं, तो मैं समझता हूं जरूर कहीं ना कहीं वो लगाव है इस महान संत के विचारों को सुनने का, जिसका सुनने का आनंद आप लेंगे, आपको आनंद आएगा। और मैं चाहता हूं कि 150 साल, जब 150th एनिवर्सरी वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग ऑफ दिस जेंटलमैन, लेट मी गिव यू अ ब्रीफ idea of where he stands in the history of time. He was born in 1863, I said. 1857 we had the mutiny where we could not succeed. Are you aware of that? Yes. 1861 was the birth of Rabindranath Tagore, born in the same place in Calcutta where Swami Vivekananda was born as Narendranath. So 1861 Rabindranath Tagore, 1863 Swami Vivekananda, 1869 is Mahatma Gandhi. So 6 years after Swami Vivekananda was born Mahatma Gandhi. 1893, from 1863 to 1893 is 30 years. He was in Chicago where he started off with those famous words which he learned in school, Bhai aur Behno, brothers and sisters of America. That was 1893, and 1902 we lost this great soul. So a small journey, 39 years. And imagine that in the recent history of this country, we have produced two great souls, Swami Vivekananda and Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi lived for 78 years, twice the number of years that Swami Vivekananda lived. But both of them left an indelible impression in the history of time as far as this country is concerned, and insofar as the Indian population is concerned. Not only that they were in India as people who left impressions, they influenced the world over. World over they influenced. So much so that you have John Rockefeller, you have Leo Tolstoy, you have Dr. Annie Besant. Name the big figures, and they were influenced by the writings, by the speeches of this great soul. So much so for you, for the time span that he lived. I said 9 years from 1893 to 1902 was the span after the Chicago Convention. 9 years. And in 9 years, 5 years, he was away from this country. So he was in this country after he came to be known famously as Swami Vivekananda for just about 4 years. Can you imagine the impression that he must have left, that he has left with all of us? That in 2013, when we are celebrating 150 years, even in a student convention like this, we have Swami Vivekananda. Does it deserve a round of applause for yourself? Yes. Yes. And let it be as loud as possible wherever he is, that he notes that we still remember him. And at the end of this day, most of us, I would love that all of us, most of us go back home with one great thought that he gave in. Some of those thoughts I will share with you. When Leo Tolstoy was talked of, that in 1907, that's much after he died, 4 years later, when somebody gave his writings, Swami Vivekananda's writings to Leo Tolstoy said, oh yes, I would love to read that saint, not because it is pleasurable, but because it broadens my soul. That was the impact that it had on Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy is no small figure in the literary world. He says that will broaden my soul, and therefore I would love to read. Dr. Annie Besant called the Swamiji a warrior monk. Now you must note these terms: warrior monk, a patriot saint. You can't call a monk a warrior. Virodhabas hai do shabdon mein. It's a contradiction in terms when you say that he is a saint, he's a monk, and he's a warrior. And that itself describes the great personality that he was, the great thoughts that he had. And I will share with you those thoughts when you will realize that yes, he lived like a warrior, but he was a monk. He was a patriot, but he was a saint. Those are the things that you would need to realize how he started off with. And the first of the thoughts that I would want to leave with you, insofar as Swamiji is concerned, is that he said, "Apne aap mein jhaak kar dekho." Nowhere else. Look within. All the powers that this universe can give you at your command is within you, not outside. Not outside, it is within you. You have to look within and not outside. There is no point blaming others. Hum kya karte hai? What do we do? For every next thing that goes wrong, do we blame somebody else? Yes or no? Let's do a soul searching for ourselves. Swamiji said, it's you and you alone, nobody else. And what do we do? He said, don't blame others, don't be dependent on others. All success, failure is within you. You have to decide. You are the greatest temple. You are the God. You are the manifestation of God. Look within, not outside. But हम करते क्या है? हम हर आने वाले असफलता को, हम हर आने वाले चुनौती को, हम हर आने वाले दुविधा को पास वाले को दोष देते हैं. देते या नहीं देते? देते हैं. कहते हैं कि एक, and I would like to move around the statements, the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda and relate them to you with some anecdotes which will make the mood lighter. It's the end of the evening. I don't want to burden you with very heavy thoughts. And especially when I'm talking about why I don't want to burden you with heavy thoughts, I will share with you something that I come in later, a few moments from now. But कहते हैं कि एक husband ने डॉक्टर के पास गए, कहते मेरी बीवी को सुनाई नहीं देता, ऊंचा सुनती है, तो क्या इलाज किया जाए? तो डॉक्टर भी असमंजस में था कि पेशेंट साथ में नहीं है और हस्बैंड पूछ रहा है कि बीवी को सुनाई नहीं देता, क्या करना है? तो हस्बैंड ने कहा, एक काम करो, आप कितना सुनाई नहीं देता ये कैसे समझेगा? तो आप एक बार घर जाओ, एक सीधा सा एक्सरसाइज कर लो. तो बोले क्या एक्सरसाइज करना है? तो बोले एक काम करो कि आप एक 40 फुट में घर के दूर से आवाज़ दो बीवी को, देखो सुनाई देता है क्या? नहीं देगा. 30 फुट पर जाओ, आवाज़ दो, सुनाई देगा? नहीं देगा. 20 फुट पर जाओ, 10 फुट पर जाओ, 5 फुट पर जाओ, पता चलेगा कि कहाँ तक जाकर उनको सुनाई देता है. पतिदेव ने कहा बढ़िया, बिना बीवी जी को लाए अगर डॉक्टर को बताना है कि इसका इलाज करना है तो ये बढ़िया सुझाव है. घर गया, बीवी जी को आवाज़ दिया 30-40 फुट पर खड़े रहकर कि सुनती हो क्या बनाया है खाने में, क्या बना रही हो खाने में? ही डिड नॉट गेट एनी रिप्लाई. 30 फुट पर गया, फिर से वही सवाल, नो रिप्लाई। 20 फुट पर गया, फिर से वही सवाल, नो रिप्लाई। 3 बार हो गया। 10 फुट पर गया, फिर से पूछा, बीवी जी क्या बना रही हो, नो रिप्लाई। 5वीं बार करीब जाकर पूछा कि बीवी जी क्या बना रही हो, तो बोले 5 बार तो कह दिया कि मच्छी बना रही हूं आपके लिए। किसको दोष देना है हमने, बीवी को या पति को? हु इज एट फॉल्ट? पति, ऑब्वियसली। द गर्ल्स इन द ग्रुप आर हैप्पी दैट हम दोष देते हैं पास वाले को, पति को, पत्नी को, भाई को, टीचर को, प्रिंसिपल को, बॉस को। आर्टिकल्स के दौरान बॉस को देना ही पड़ता है। I must tell you, in 1980, I was at the All India Students Convention like this in Calcutta. And about 4 of us traveled to Calcutta from Pune. I was presenting the paper at the Calcutta Convention. And I must tell, for records and for all of us here, that I came back home with the best paper presentation in the Calcutta Convention. So I can relate to what it means when you're sitting here and listening to a talk like this. Okay, so he said, you are the person who has to decide where you can be. And don't talk about your difficulties, don't talk about your handicaps. Stephen Hawking, how many of you know Stephen Hawking? Yes, all of us. Stephen Hawking should not be doing anything, should not be talking about time with the way he is. But does he do that? No, when he was asked, तो बोले मेरे अपाहिज होने का लोगों को क्या फायदा, मैं बोलूं मैं अपाहिज हूं, उससे क्या होगा? कोई सुनेगा नहीं, 2 दिन सुन लेगा, तीसरे दिन छोड़ देगा। Beethoven created the best of music, he was deaf. John Milton wrote the best of poetry, he was blind. Franklin Roosevelt was in a wheelchair but was the immaculate leader of his times. Now, did they crib about their handicaps? So Swami Vivekananda said, okay, not handicaps, it's you to decide whether you can or you cannot. It's for you to decide. Don't say the institute paper बराबर नहीं सेट करती है, इंस्टीट्यूट का एग्जामिनेशन बुरा है, हमारे बॉस बुरे हैं, बहुत काम करवाते हैं, द इवैल्यूएशन इज टफ, इवैल्यूएशन बराबर नहीं होता. These are complaints which will take us nowhere. And Swamiji gave this message immaculately in umpteens of talks.